morning. This is our first thing that I want us to look at. Okay, we're going to be looking at lighting and colour in film today. Okay, but I want you to have a look at those two pictures first of all. They're stills from two films, and we're going to be talking about lighting. So I've just got a question for you there. Why is it important to understand the kind of lighting? Remember what we did at the beginning of last lesson, where we talked about genre, and you had some titles of films, and I asked you about genre. Now I've given you two stills, and I want to know if you can pick out the genre. You might even recognise the film. Okay. So what are you getting from those two pictures, Shay? I tried to find two landscape pictures. Okay, obviously there's two men in one of them. Okay, good. What makes you think the first one might be horror? Okay, brilliant. Okay, Freya, what do you think about the second one? Any ideas? Do you want to have a guess about some kind of genre? Do you recognise it? Do you think you've seen the film? Brilliant. Okay, they're on a hill. They look like cowboys. Okay. Suggestion of the film? What it's about? No clue. Okay. Does it look like it's going to be scary? No. Okay. Okay. Depends. Okay, that's a fair point, Freya. Okay. Kim is absolutely right. It is from Brokeback Mountain. Anybody got any ideas about the first one? Does anybody recognise that? And I'm not suggesting that you watch it. Well done, Kim. You're on the ball today. Yeah, it's the Blair Witch Project. Okay, right, there we go. Okay, so the Blair Witch Project, absolutely right, Shay. It's a horror film. Okay. And Brokeback Mountain is a kind of love story, I suppose, about two cowboys, about two men. Okay, so drama. Okay, love story. Okay, about their lives. Okay.
Okay, so what we do is we measure that angle clockwise from the north line to A. So we pop our protractor in there, and you can, well, what do you think, what angle do you think that's measuring there? It's difficult to see exactly, I know, on the screen, but what do you think that would be?
135 on the A line.
Good, okay. So you notice you've got the base of the protractor is on that north line, yeah? So like I say, you might find it easier to twiddle the paper around when you're doing this for real, okay? So as you say, we've got a bearing of 135 degrees, okay? And we give it as a 3-figure bearing, but you know, we've already got 3 figures there, so that's not a problem. We just would give it as the 135 degrees. Okay, so now let's look at the bearing of B from A. So you notice I've swapped them around, yeah? I said A from B, first of all. Now we're saying B from A. So what we've got to do now is mark the north line at A. Well, so we haven't got a north line at A at the moment, so we need to pop one in, okay? And again, it's always drawn at the from place, okay? So we need to look at what we're actually measuring, and we need to know the angle clockwise from the north line round to the line that's joining A and B. And some people have protractors that are complete circle protractors. I do find that some students do find them a little bit confusing and are happier with the standard one that we had the picture on the screen earlier on. Okay, so the thing to do is to measure the other angle, in this case the acute angle rather than the reflex angle, and then take it away from 360 degrees in order to find the bearing. Okay, we do need to remember what angle the bearing is. The bearing is the one that's going clockwise from north. All right, so we've got the protractor there. What angle do you think that is?
On the line going from A to B.
Yeah.
135 again.
Ah.
Sorry, 45.
That's it. Good. Well done. Okay, so you've got to look at which direction that line is on the base of the protractor, and start counting on the scale that's at the 0. So on this particular one, the 0 is there on the inner one. You can't really see the 0 there because it's covered up. But that's where it is. So you'd be counting on that inner scale. And similarly, when we go back, when we at the start we were estimating sizes of angles. What you want to do is to think, what does it measure? And then think to yourself, well, does this feel sensible? Is this the right sort of measurement for the angle that I'm looking at? Yeah. And obviously here we've got an acute angle, so we're expecting it to be less than 90 degrees. Okay, good. So we've got our angle of 45 there, and we would give the answer as a 3-figure bearing again, but remember we have to take that angle away from 360, so we would have 315 degrees as our bearing. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got a picture here where we need to find the bearing of H from G and the bearing of G from H. So if we look at the bearing of H from G first of all, where do you think the protractor will be lined up for that?
The 0 on the G.
Right, okay. So there you go. So what do you think the bearing is there?
067. 069.
There you go, spot on. Well done. And you remembered that 0. Good. Well done. Okay. So let's pop that up there. And now we need to find the bearing of G from H. Okay. So the protractor we'll put at the angle we can measure.
$110 degrees.
Is that your answer for the bearing, or is it the answer for the angle?
Angle.
Okay, good. What do you think the bearing will be?
$250 degrees.
Okay, let's see what we've got here. So it's suggesting that the angle is 111, so it's just 1 degree difference, and that's the bearing would be, in that case, 249, but if it was 110, you'd be right with 250. Okay?
Yeah.
Good. Well done.
Okie dokie, we did these yesterday, not going to do them again. I'm bored, you should be bored. Right then, now, we didn't do very well on this one yesterday. Let's do it again. Now, I am looking for the area of A, and I want you guys to have a go at it. Let me put area of A. Now, you will get questions like this in an exam, and you need to be able to interpret the measurements that are given there. It looks as if something's missing, but nothing is missing. Yes, he's been stopped. Dylan, I have muted Jordan, and I only did it because he was the first issuing the command shut up, which I think was to me, not you, sir. So come on, you guys. Now, I'm going to say Dylan, please, man, have a go at calculating the area of A. Let's turn it into a rectangle first, look. Yeah? So, look, we've got the width. Yeah, it's a rectangle at the moment. Look, we've got the width of... What is the width? Yes. 2 centimetres, it says that, yeah? No, Paige, I think you go for the answer. He can't answer you, Dylan. Screwed, man. Look, he has got a tick by his box, which means he's crossed by it. So he can't say anything. He's muted, I'm afraid to say. Yeah? I took a gamble. Now, okay, so, Paige. Now, if the width of this rectangle is 2 centimetres, what is the height, please? Come on, you guys. Come on, get a wiggle on. We've only got one more maths lesson, and it's 2 weeks holiday, so make the blinking most of it. You're going to miss this maths, believe it or not. Dream on, Triddy. Okay, Emma, don't argue with those men. Give me the height of this rectangle. What's the height there? Look at that measurement. What is the height? I'd rather not repeat. Well, there we go, kiddo. You best not. Oh, listen, Emma, don't please. You are fueling an already burning fire. Don't like it. Otherwise, I'll mute you. Believe it, yes. Yes, young lady. Right, Paige, please grab a pen. Paige, I want to see a pen picked up. I want to see the pen picked up. I'm finding your name. Yes, I found your name. Now pick the pen up. Click on the pen, please. Come on. Please. All right, watch what Paige does. Yeah, pick the pen up. Click on that pen. I've not seen it light up yet. Click on the pen. Then fill in the height of this area of rectangle A. Yes, we've got an actual triangle, but I want the area of the rectangle calculated first. Yeah, I'm simply taking it from there. Right, I think I saw your pen light up, but nothing's been written, kiddo. Oh, my Lord. John, tell her to get a wiggle on. What have I got to do? Oh, man. I'll tell you what, kiddo, you've got to listen, first of all. Right, now, look. What you need to do, we're trying to calculate the area of A. Yes! At last! Good! Blow me down. Blow me down. What does that mean, eh? Blow me down with a feather. Something like that. That's an old-fashioned saying. So it's 3 by 2. Let me put up there, 3 centimetres. So what's the area of that triangle? A. What's the area of triangle A? M's. The trouble is, yes, what she said, triangle A is 3 times 2 centimetres equals 6 centimetres squared. But we've not got a rectangle, we've got a triangle, half the rectangle. So the area is actually 3 centimetres squared. Good. Now, okay.